Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly forgot how to be yourself? Like poof, there goes your confidence. Whether you're meeting someone new or whether you're in a marriage and maybe you lost your confidence, your energy tells the story before your words do. Today we're talking about love mindset for confidence and getting yourself out there, and your weekly mission to show up, shine, and shift from fear into excitement. First time here, or we haven't met yet? Welcome. I'm Coach Constance, your dating and relationship strategist. I've been helping women for over 17 years get unstuck, end loneliness, and attract and keep meaningful, lasting love. Not just another situationship that leaves you questioning your life choices. Stick around because after this, we're going to have time for the love seat. Q&A. You got questions, I got answers, or maybe you want to share celebrations or gratitudes. So get them ready. Press 941 on your phone to raise your hand. So what do you do? Just getting yourself out there, being confident. Well, confidence isn't perfection. Getting yourself out there, you don't want to be perfect. You're waiting to be perfect, you're waiting for the right time. That might never come. You want to give yourself permission to play. Instead of trying to be the most desirable or put together person in the room, you don't want to compete. Competing can lead you into your masculine energy. Instead, I want you to focus on your love intent, not your image or your identity. Don't try to be ready. Just be you. Get messy. Get playful. This isn't meant to be a veil of tears. We want to have fun. The feminine feels good to do good. One of my married clients started showing up on date night like it was their first date again. No more mom mode, no more laundry talk, just flirt and fun and be present. And not also, this is very important, slide into buddy buddy, where you just buddy buddy energy, two kind of masculine people hanging. Her husband, when she did show up in her feminine and doing her feminine words and behaviors, her husband lit up like it was their honeymoon. And confidence was her choice to re-meet him. We're re-meeting the people in our life, or we're meeting new people with a fresh, open-hearted energy. A lot of people have fear, and then there's excitement. There was a study where a reporter asked a pro skier if they have felt nervous at the top of the mountain. They said, "No, I'm excited." That same tension a beginner fears. You can shift that. If that's the same inner energy, shift your perspective from it being scary to it being exciting. You can shift your story and shift your vibe. So instead of labeling your butterflies as anxiety, call it excitement. Reframe it with purpose. The body reacts the same, heart racing, palms sweaty, but you choose the narrative. Confidence grows in conversation, not isolation. Instead of hiding out and overthinking every move, get out and do it messy, like I said before, not perfection. Be perfectly imperfect. And practice. The more practice you do, the more confidence you'll have. Engage, interact, experiment. You don't get confident by waiting. You get confident by doing. So if this is you, you're scrolling your phone instead of smiling at the barista at the coffee shop. You're staying quiet in the car with your husband because you don't want to rock the boat. You're avoiding small talk or friend conversation, that not friend, but romantic friend conversation. If you're avoiding that, or at the party, you're avoiding it because it feels awkward, flip that energy. Be present, ask questions, drop hankies, make someone's day, and let the universe surprise you. Be surprised at what shows up, what unfolds. Have it be unpredictable. Let go of the anxiety of not being in control. Get control of yourself and enjoy. The more you practice the tools, the more fun you'll have out in the world. Now, what time is it? Time for the love seat. Time for the love seat. Press 941 to raise your hand, and after the Q&A, stick around because I'm going to have your mission for the week, your love mission, should you choose to accept it. Do you have a
Well,
question or celebration?
yes, I have a celebration. I have a relationship that's very loving.
Yay.
My challenge is how to be the feminine in it. Even for example, so this morning I was getting in the shower and he kind of barged in on me, but I was in a hurry. Or just now, he just came into the room.
Oh,
And I had shared my schedule with him, like it's
uh,
pretty tight today. But he's also doing this really cool thing in my yard for me. So
okay.
how do I remain calm and feminine when I feel frantic and like timeline?
Okay.
And
These are great questions. One of the things you want to do is pause. Do the pause. In the 12 step, it's the serenity prayer. And you want to go back to the basics. And the more you practice this, it may seem cumbersome in the beginning, but the more you practice, the more it just becomes a matter of microseconds. Pause, breathe in, and it's good to practice breathing in before you speak to anything. If someone asks you the time today, stop, breathe in, breathe out, and say it's 3 o'clock and answer the question. Stop, breathe in, breathe out, answer the question. Other people's emergencies are not your emergency. Then be sure you go to I'm okay, you're okay. If you're in I'm okay, you're okay, you pause, you breathe. He's okay barging in. And also, you might want to look at that adjective. Is he barging in or is he walking in? Then, when you want to say no, you use the tools. I appreciate you coming in right now. I'm not comfortable talking or having engagement. Will you wait until I'm out of the bathroom? It's a positive stroke because he's okay. And then ask for an agreement at the end. Will it work out after I get out of the bathroom? Or will you have this conversation after I get out of the bathroom? Simple things to practice is the stop, pause, breathe in, breathe out. Think about what you want to say or don't want to say, and then be responsive. And the more you practice too, watching out for that halt, hungry, angry, lonely, tired, and do your best not to interact with other humans if you're in that spectrum. Keep practicing being on that inner serenity mountain that I talk about. No one can knock you off your serenity mountain without your permission. The breathing exercises also help throughout the day. Just keep breathing, getting back into the body, connected. I'm okay. This situation's okay. This person's okay. And I'm seeing how compatible we are to play. And maybe I want to have a conversation about it. Okay, that was a great question. I'll go to the text. All right. What do I say when I go downstairs to ask him what he wanted? The way to do that, if you want to ask them what they wanted, there's in the conversation, there's outside of the conversation. So when we're outside of the conversation, which would be we're coming from another room, we're asking them about something they might not be thinking about. They might not be on that side of the brain. Men tend to be on one side of the brain or the other. We tend to mix it all together. There's science behind that. It's the corpus callosum, the part that connects both sides of the brain. We have a bigger corpus callosum, therefore we can mix our feelings and logic much more. Then you say, "Hi, I want to talk to you about when you came, let's say, into the bathroom." And then you say, "I'm curious, what was it you wanted?" That's if you're asking what you wanted. If you want to negotiate your space and have an agreement, no walking into the bathroom without knocking, then it would be, I have a request about the bathroom. What do you think about we agree to knocking on the door before entering? I'm uncomfortable with people coming into the bathroom when I'm in it, and then get an agreement around that. Here's the new question. How do you know what to talk about? Sometimes it's hard to find conversation starters. Okay, good question. Listening to the person you're with, listening to the people in your life, you start hearing what's important to them. Believe it or not, it's the weather with my husband. So it's not like, oh, talking about the weather is avoiding things. Talking about the weather means something to him. He watches the Weather Channel and he pays attention to weather. And I guess it's meaningful to his day because a lot of times he's outside. So I know that's something I can bring up questions about. And then some people have sports, some people have certain books. You can ask conversational questions. It could be curiosity questions of what was the best thing at that meeting you went to today? I'm curious about your meeting you had. What was the best part of it? Was there something you had to say in it? Was there a point of view that you wanted to talk about in the meeting? It's practicing conversation day to day. You don't want it to be a hot topic. You want it to be a topic that's more neutral, but people are interested in. Maybe they have a hobby that they like, or maybe you're driving and you're driving through a new town. Sometimes when we're driving through the town I live in, I say, oh my gosh, I love this little town. Wouldn't it be cool to live here? When we live here already. What do you think about that? He's lived here his whole life, so he has a different perspective on it, maybe. So, what do you think of the new store that opened? Or what about that new restaurant? What do you think? What do you think about trying it out sometime? Sticking to what they're thinking and wanting speaks more to their masculine. Coming from what you're feeling and don't want. I'm so happy that that new sushi restaurant came into town. That's one of my favorite things. Doing that helps have those conversations, have those moments, and come from curiosity. Stay away from talking about housekeeping things like your children or your laundry. And when I say children, I'm talking about more like the scheduling of picking them up or something like that, unless you want to have that conversation specifically. Also, another thing to keep in mind with conversation, especially with your romantic partner or person you're dating, only sensual and sexual in the bedroom. No other conversation. If something comes up, I'm happy to talk about it tomorrow morning during breakfast. I'm happy to talk about it another time. I don't want to talk about anything while we're laying in bed, especially another woman's name. And you say, well, how could that be possible? I remember when I first got together with my husband, he would sometimes bring up other women's names, whether they were friends or not. I'm like, I'm not talking about other women while I'm in bed. Now, if it's your thing, it's something you're into swinging, and that's something different. Watch where you're having these conversations, when you're having these conversations. It's about being love mindful. Here's one. I haven't been on a date in a while. I feel like I should just get out more and date myself. Yes, dating yourself is a wonderful idea. May we all do it and not stop doing that. Find time for yourself. Go on a date with yourself. Go on a little hike. Go get your manicure, pedicure. There's a nice little art place around here. I can go and sit and do art projects. Discover what's around you, what you enjoy, what your hobbies are. And you never know, while you're on a date with yourself, someone might find you. Now, I feel like I should just get out more. You don't want to should on yourself. You don't want to should on yourself or others. You want to come from a place of want to and don't want to. What's the highest price tag if you don't get out there? Well, the highest price tag might be no one will find you. If love is your bigger intention, what you want is someone in your life and connection, that's going to be much harder if you don't get out there. So what I like to say, you just got to get yourself out there. You just got to get yourself out there. You just got to get yourself out there, but not come from a should, a have to, a must. And if you haven't been on a date in a while, it's practice. But the longer you don't do it out of fear, anxiety, the more that might build up. Okay, so with that in mind, confidence isn't about results. It's about showing up, progress over perfection. Allow yourself to be seen. Get out there to be seen. Be brave enough to be you. And your micro love action, your mission, should you choose to accept it. Get out of yourself and into the world. Make eye contact, engage in a conversation, be responsive, be present, especially if you are in a relationship. Your mini love action, that was a micro, the mini love action for those that want to supercharge. Try the feminine flirt that we've gone over. F is first impression. L is love the part of being feminine. I is intent listening, having that rapport. R is responsive energy, receptive, respectful, and responsive. T is teasing eyes. And Y is know your why, your love-minded intention. And then DM me or leave a comment at my Instagram. I'm on there more and more. Tell me how it went. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear you practicing because I want you participating in your love story. And if you're in the love-minded living community, post your win, big or small, in there. All right. Until next time, I'm sending you love, love, love. So do this and follow me.